Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. Let us know in the chat if the audio and stuff's all right. Let's see, we got Lee Marie in here and Jose. Say a wave. We got Misaka in the house. But yeah, Cody with Just Push Print. This is Mrs. Just Push Print, Melissa.
Hey y'all, how are y'all?
Not seeing any comments now to see if things is live. Oh, there we go. There's Keela. Is the audio coming through all right on y'all's end? Waiting to see if y'all can hear us. Lee said the camera's acting up, but audio's okay. I think it's probably the connection. It keeps trying to buffer on our end. Appreciate y'all bearing with us while we're trying to get stuff situated and all of that. We're trying to get stuff dialed in. Start doing the full live streams starting on this Wednesday, probably around the same time, around 7. Wondering if any of y'all have any suggestions on times during the week that's good, later or earlier. But while we're getting things going, go ahead and give y'all a little bit of a tour. So yeah, we've been working on getting hold on, we got Is it still echoing? It sounds like it. We'll just turn that off. How's the audio now? I think I still had it muted. I see where you mentioned putting it on 720, but I think it's doing 480 right now, so that probably won't help much on this end. Like I say, I think it's more of our our slow connection that we're trying to deal with. But what I was saying when the audio cut out is tonight Melissa's going to work on changing out this PEI sheet bed with the magnetic backer, getting rid of the stock CR10 bed. So wherever you want, yeah, I was gonna say whenever you want to do it, we can get started on that. I'll put the other, move this over here so y'all can see the top down view.
So I gotta take my bed off first.
Kayla said, "Get it, girl." You want to tell them what you're doing first?
I took my bed off.
Do you want to use the alcohol swabs or the bottle?
Let me take these out first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what she's doing now, she's taking off the clips on the front that hold the stock bed because she's not going to need them with the magnetic sheet. And unfortunately, this camera, we can't zoom in, so I think y'all get the idea. You just put your Allen wrench in the top screw, and there's a small nut on the bottom side. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Lee said, "Go, Melissa."
I put them back in it.
You put the screw back in it when it's done, just to cover the hole. Yeah. Which, if you measure this and do it how you want it, it might not reach them screws. So you could just leave them screws out. They're going to be in front of it. Save you a step. Just put them with the clips so that you have them. But yeah, this is a older CR10S Pro V2 printer that she's working on right now. It's all stock at the moment. She's got a few upgrades she's going to be doing. We're going to be printing adapter to do direct drive using the stock extruder until we can get her a more updated lighter extruder. I heard that, but I didn't see where it went. Jeremy asked if we can move it to 720 if it'll allow it. Let me know if that tries to buffer for y'all or if it still works out.
Which camera? The main one?
Yeah, the overhead cam, I can try to see if I can move it down a little bit, maybe, if that'll help. The overhead camera, by the way, is my red hydrogen 1 phone on a tripod. Is that a little bit better, Jeremy? Or is it buffering still for y'all? You can probably turn off the camera on your phone and see if that helps the connection. And also, there's not a light on this. Let me see if I turn this on. Will it? Does that help over there on the printer bed?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we're that's kind of why we're doing this, trying to get tips and stuff to know what we need to do better for the next time.
Get this back clean.
Yeah, let me try to move this camera back up a little bit. There we go. Now it looks like it's showing the whole thing. So what y'all got going on? How was y'all's weekends and stuff? I know y'all was streaming yesterday. Do y'all have anything going on today? And feel free if y'all have any questions or comments and stuff. You got your screws out?
Yeah. I do have a question though. On this bed and this magnetic plate, it suggests to take these back clips off. But I was thinking, would it be easier to leave those on to where, like, when you have the thing down, you can actually kind of halfway make it easier to line it up, maybe? Or does that definitely need to be taken off?
I think what she's trying to ask is she's wanting to know if she can use them back clips as guides to be up for the magnetic bed sheet. Which really, I think you can leave them on there as long as you can get the magnetic sheet under it to stick. Lee Marie said, don't see why you can't leave them on. I think they're actually just little sheet metal clips, not aluminum. Yeah, the main thing is when you get the magnetic sheet out, as long as you can do like you said and get it up under there where you can put the sticky sheet down. He said, yeah, that's fine. They won't hurt nothing.
Carbon fiber.
Huh?
What kind of bed is this? Carbon fiber.
Oh, yeah. The bed that she's got is one of the two-sided. The side she's got now is, I think, smooth PEO or PEY. It's got the carbon fiber texture to it. And then the other side is the regular textured gold, the regular PEI sheet. And then carbon fiber on the other side. But yeah, sorry for the quality, y'all. It is what it is. At least it's working for us right now to where we're able to see y'all's comments and stuff and it not buffering the whole time. So hopefully it's enjoyable for y'all being viewers and stuff. Like I seen Lee Marie posted talking about it seems a little bit awkward being on the other side. It's the same way with us always chatting on y'all's stream, having y'all being the ones chatting for us. So the next step is to clean it with alcohol to get any grease and stuff off so that the adhesive off of the magnet will be able to stick good to the aluminum plate. Doing good, which kind of simple stuff right now.
This is easy stuff, though.
Well, you got it. I know that she has some more questions for y'all once we start doing some more videos down the line about like what different things are, and more importantly, why you would want to upgrade something if it's working. What makes something else better? Like, for example, she had mentioned asking about the difference between a Bowden, like the way it's set up right now, versus a direct to drive, on why that's better or not better.
Someone just do part of it at a time and
when you're installing these adhesive magnets like this, it's a good rule of thumb to do like she's doing, which is a little hard to see, and only peel off just a little bit. You don't want to peel off that whole back, because that adhesive, once it sticks, you don't have a lot of wiggle room to be able to peel it up and move it around to reposition it. So you leave most of the backer paper on there, and you only have to deal with the sticky part of what you're trying to start with to be able to get it started up. And then,
so it's got to go under the clip.
Yeah, you got to slide it under the clip. Then for the way she's doing it, with her wanting to do it using those clips as a backer, you got to slide the magnet sheet up under those clips to rest against the back. And then now those clips become a guide to slide your bed on, with it not being like some of these newer printers, or like a Prusa, where it has screws or pegs or pins to help you line up the bed sheet on the magnet.
I'm just trying to get it straight right now.
Yeah, and you can take your time with it. You can always move it around, and don't push down on the adhesive until you're ready to. Once you start sticking it down, that's when you're not able to move it around as much. But until you start pushing it down, like you can see, like what she's doing, you have plenty of time to be able to maneuver it and line it up and get it just right how you want. And then you slowly push down on the end to get it started. And then once you get it started, you reach under like she's doing and slowly pull back on that backer tab. And then once you're pulling that back, you want to make sure that you put even pressure on the magnet to try to push any air bubbles out as it's going down. You don't want to have an air bubble in the middle of it because you just went straight from one side to the other, or you like went around the edges. You want to kind of do it evenly from the end where you started it, which you can kind of see a little bit of where she's getting it sticking down, and then of where it's still lifted up. Lee asked if the magnet is flush with the bed in the back.
Yes.
And that's why she was wanting to do them clips, because these this particular bed and magnet is not 100% the same size of the CR10 bed. It's like a couple millimeters shorter. So that's what she did, is she lined the magnet sheet up with the very back edge of the bed, and then slowly started putting it down to where when it's done,
it's perfectly flush on the back and on the sides. It's just this front part's a little shorter. That's the only part that don't reach over the bed.
But yeah, and then once she gets this done, y'all will be able to see what we noticed when she was taking the front corner clips off, that because it's just a tiny bit shorter than the bed, it doesn't cover them screw holes where the front clips came off of. So she was able to get away with not worrying about reinstalling those screws in the empty hole. And Lee Marie again said, "Great job, Melissa." Yeah, I thought those clips would help. But yeah,
everything we looked at was saying take them all off, but like I said, I was thinking it would be easier to have it on it. Then you can just put it on there and then just stop and just line up the sides and not have to worry about the back part of it.
But then, yeah, once you get it stuck down like that, you just go around making sure it's all stuck down and you don't have no bubbles or creases or anything like that, which looking from here, she got it nice and straight and even on there. If you want to take another step past that, I'll see if I have, you can take a credit card or an old ID or something like that to just put a little even pressure, just like if you was putting a sticker, a vinyl sticker on a car or something. And he said, yep, sometimes it's best to do things how you want. Yeah, another thing with these pattern beds, the carbon fiber, the different holographic patterns that they have, you need to look on where you get it from. Most of them is done where it's just an adhesive thing and it's not actually bonded to the plate, so you can only heat them up so much to where bed temps above like 70-80 degrees, like what you need for ABS or ASA, can actually make that sheet come unbonded. So you only want to use those pattern sheets if you're doing something like PLA and like this printer where it's not enclosed, unless you make sure that it's one where it's done like the powder coated PEI where it's actually bonded to the bed. But most of them adhesive backed sheets is done where it's not going to handle the above 100 degrees Celsius to print like ABS and stuff. That looks good.
Finished.
Got that part done. But yeah, that was a pretty quick and simple upgrade. Don't take very long to do. Yeah, before you print with it, of course, you want to make sure you peel it off. That was a pretty satisfying peel. I talked over it though. The PEI side, I don't think has any.
This goes against it.
Yep. So that upgrade's done. I guess now we can move on to talking about this coming Wednesday's live stream, which is going to be the start of our new build, the first printer project or kit that was actually sponsored to us. We'll be unboxing it and getting started on it. Fabrico was kind enough to sponsor and send an upgrade kit for the Prusa Mark III called the Prusa XY, Prusa with 2 O's. It takes the old Mark IIIs and turns it into a Core XY printer that's actually pretty good as far as upgrading your speeds and adding input shaper and all of that kind of stuff, updating it a little bit for those that have. A bunch of folks have some of them that's been sitting around since there's newer stuff out now, or people that you can find them used on Facebook or any other kind of marketplace and stuff relatively cheap. The conversion kit brings it to a little bit more modern printer, and of course everybody wants to be able to print faster and stuff. But that's what we have over here. So I say we'll be unboxing it next time because I don't feel like moving that CR10 again while we got the cameras going. But that's what's inside this big old box. And we're using the Midnight Meteorite Ambrosia. I need to redo the parts, my first batch, trying to print the ASA, and some of them ended up warping on me. But that was another thing, having some friends that's YouTuber 3D printing folks that's more experienced than I am on Discord and stuff. threw a message out in y'all's chat and got some advice on some settings to change to help with the warping. But yeah, the camera definitely don't show the color very well, but y'all are quite familiar with that midnight meteorite. But yeah, the reason why, what I was getting to about that, why I'm using that color is because this new Prusa printer is also having a little bit of a twist. Besides just being upgrading, I'm doing it as a themed build because I used to do a bunch of custom PCs, gaming PCs, back before you could just go buy a gaming PC from Walmart, when you had to do all the lights and the graphics card upgrades and all that kind of stuff yourself. But I'm doing a Darkwing Duck theme on the Prusa, and I'm doing using one of the IKEA lac enclosures that I'm upgrading, and it's going to be pretty cool. I think y'all be very interested in how it turns out once things get going and I start having some of the custom pieces, nameplates, and got a couple of folks that's interested in working with me for supplying some of the custom parts with graphics and stuff. So that'll be a pretty nice project. But do any of y'all happen to have any other questions or whatever with us being on here now? I know y'all seen us in the chat and stuff. I don't know why this is kind of there. That's a little better. I couldn't see your face at all.
You turned it on to give me more light here.
Yeah, but now that part is done. I actually can probably disconnect that camera. Thanks about that. Lee Marie said audio's pretty good. I know we got to get another light in here. Just the overhead ceiling light ain't helping too much with the camera. Right now we're just using one of the gaming laptops with the built-in webcam, and it's actually just the built-in microphone in the laptop right now.
But if we know that works, we might not have to get mics right this minute.
Not for right now. Anything else you want to add? Letting folks know what you're going to be doing on that, or your other printer coming up?
You know more about exactly what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm going to be upgrading them. That's all I know.
Are you excited, Melissa?
I am. A lot of the stuff, I kind of know what the parts are, but I don't know what they specifically do, or like why certain upgrades are better than others, or.
Go get your bag of prints.
Got me in the middle of my phone.
So that was her next question is, so where are you wanting to start printing? And show them some of them prints. Now I gotta turn that other camera back on. I turned it off.
I really don't have nothing specific that I'm wanting to print. Right now, I'm just kind of fiddling around printing things that I would want, like, dragons and stuff. Like this was my very first thing I printed. It's like a purple satin color. You know what brand it was?
Oh, I can pull it up right here. That was CC3D. Yeah, CC3D.
Where'd this come from?
I don't know. It came in one of the printers.
This is the kind of filament it is. It's just one that was gave to us. That I was trying to use it for something, so
silk,
it just says
purple silk
purple.
PLA. Yeah, no, next time don't just disconnect the overhead cam.
It's my little fox I've been playing with the rainbow filament.
Cute. I said I love them dragons. Crystal ones are nice. And nice colors too. Kayla said that's cute. She needs a fox now.
This was another little dragon I did.
And that was with some blue silk PLA.
This was one with the same rainbow filament, just at a different point, where it was more of gold and bronze, copper color. But those are just a few things that I've been kind of printing until I had to replace this bed. And then it kind of stopped me for printing on mine.
Yeah, she tells me she wants me to print stuff on the other printer until hers is going. So I'm printing some of the stuff for her on the Ender 5s. Here's our close the filament up now. Make sure I ain't missed no comments from folks. Another thing that we printed. I'm not gonna step over. Yeah, and show them these are what we're starting to use for our filament sample test prints and color samples. They're the Cali Dragon from Printables. The one on y'all, I think it's flipped or whatever, but yeah, the one she's holding there is the Midnight Meteorite ASA.
It's hard to get it now.
The camera's up here.
I know that.
And that one, which the camera definitely doesn't show it very good without the proper lighting, but that is the Prince of Purple color changing Dolos ambrosia filament in the ASA.
I can't tell that color.
But the Dolo stuff does more depending on the angle changing that the light's coming in on. So
thank you. I like it too. I have no idea where the shirt came from. It's probably no telling how old.
But yeah, I guess that's about all we got for tonight and stuff. Thank y'all for sticking with us and hanging out and contributing in the chat and stuff, giving tips and questions. If there's anything else y'all would like to suggest for Wednesday's stream. Anything else you want to add?
What was we doing Wednesday?
We're unboxing the Prusa kit and starting on it. The next steps for her CR10 is, like I said, we're going to I'll print up the adapter mount for her for us to switch it over to a direct drive for her to go with that new bed. help get rid of some of the stringing issues she was having with it. Which the CR10 and both of the Ender 5s over there are all running off of a Creality Sonic pad on Clipper already. Ain't none of them on Marlin, so that's a little bit of an upgrade. Lee said that'll be fine. But yeah, it was a little bit of a short stream tonight, even though it took a little bit to get it going. But like I said, I just want to thank all y'all for showing up again and for being active in the chat, even though that it was a short show. And I'll post when it's going up, but I'll have it set up for next Wednesday. Probably going to go for around the same time, 7 p.m. Central Time. And I'll post in the Lee Marie Discord when we have it active again. And other than that, hope that y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's weekend. It's wrapping up and stuff. And y'all's Monday morning ain't too bad. And y'all be good.
Y'all have a good night.